Hey guys, Tyler up here bringing you Warcraft Wednesday once again. We are on Concealed Hill, playing today spawning in the north. We have Soen playing as Orc, going for a Blade Master. Basically offense him in the south. We have Moon playing as Night Elf, going for a Keeper of the Grove build. This one is on the brand new version, the new patch 1.31. So a lot of changes, a few nerfs to the Keeper. Treant's getting a little bit less damage. Did release a video covering those changes just today as well. If you want to get all the details, go and check that bad boy out. A lot of changes. Playmaster also got a minor buff to his critical strike. The damage you get from items once again counts towards the critical strike. So a small buff to him there. So far, pretty standard stuff. Got an AOW creeping, the Keeper with the Treants. Blademaster also going off here, doing a little bit of creeping. Do have a Wisp in the base, provides some scouting information. Comes in for another scout. And Keeper running all the way up here, looking to do some harass. Blademaster about half health. Picks up a speed scroll as well as a healing salve, and then come the Treants looking for some harass. Beyond's briefly gone to the burrow and then thought otherwise, and now the Blademaster actually a little bit low here. Looks like the Treants and the Archer managed to do some creeping down here. Completed level 2 on the Keeper, so that can now come in for some entangles. Burrow's going to work, taking care of that last Treant, doing the harass there. Ooh, nice! Windwalk just avoids having the healing self counted. Okay, Blademaster coming through. I thought he might pick up some boots, but actually not. Just getting another circlet, it looks like. Oh, and we do have a Tree of Life expansion going up. Yeah, the natural. Do have some Huntresses starting to come in now. Attrition maybe got to go down. Oh, gets to the Moonwell just in the nick of time. Still Blademaster on the hunt. Does have the dust. So no Shadow Mail going on here. Can't hide. And here comes the Keeper now. Pretty full on mana as well. So got to be careful for those entangle surrounds. Not so careful because, this Blademaster you can still windwalk out. But don't want to take too much damage. Here we go. Spots the Tree of Life. Starting to soften it up here. Can he get the cancel by himself? Looks like the Grunt's nowhere near just completing the creeping, so it looks like this expansion is gonna go up. Tick completed. Starting on the Shadow Hunter straight away. Blademaster briefly going to the fountain here, trying to get some healing done.
A player's forces are under attack.
And while Keep actually gonna do some creeping of his own. With the Treants soaking the damage. Yeah, looks like the Tree of Life is gonna go up. We have a Spirit Lodge going up. Just one production building so far, getting the Berserker strength for the Grunts. Only 3 Grunts though, so... Ooh, getting a War Mill. Okay, interesting stuff. Moon now about halfway through his tech. Getting up a shot of the Moonwell. Comes back in for some more damage on the Tree of Life, but... it's not going to be enough. You can just come out here, eat some trees, heal that all back up. No trouble. Do have a dust on the Keeper, by the way. It's worth noting. Only level 1 Windwalk as well, about to run out. Here he goes, comes forward for the creep. Shadow Hunter doing some creeping of his own. Can't really harass this too effectively. Blademaster is trying to make a nuisance of himself. Pick off a couple units here. Gets the Archer. And this may actually be enough. He spots the units coming down on the north with that Scout Wisp and decides to disengage here. Tree of Life still a little bit low on health. 4 hunts, not a bad army, but... Oh, here we go. Sets up the Serpent Wards. Taking care of the Wisps. Trying to knock down this tree. Trying to race it here. Blade Master getting low. Oh, entangle. I think the Blade Master's going to go down. Oh, he tried to windwalk out, but didn't quite happen. Oh my god! Ooh. Tree of Life goes down. But a Grunt also going down. Level 3 on the Keeper. So some heavy losses on both sides there. It's going to be costly. I'm going to come up here, finish off the creep camp. Starting the Tree of Life once more. Pendant of Energy, not too bad. While the Shadow Hunter going to do some creeping. This is generally perhaps where Night Elf player would maybe get the Alchemist. Maybe just do some solo harassing with the creeper, with the Keeper rather. That creeps up the Alchemist, but Moon going on the offensive here. You know, Moon well down with the expansion as well, in case there's some fighting there. That on-site healing. And here we go, coming in, looking for a surround, purges it off. Wow, he just like popped out somehow. Here comes the Blade Master now. This is a lot of hunts, 7 Huntresses. So pretty scary. Just check out 1 damage upgrade on them as well. 1 armor upgrade though as well on the Grunts. Ooh, that Huntress is still alive. Shadow Hunter comes in, cleans it up. Checking if Moon's gonna maybe buy a scroll of healing here or maybe an invulnerability pot. Expansion just about complete. Looking base, still just pumping out the hunts. Getting some more upgrades for them. No transition yet into a different stage of tech. So I'm going to do some creeping. Can creep with both his heroes, kind of somewhat convenient I suppose. Because definitely needs level 3 on that Blade Master. Level 1 Windwalk just doesn't have the duration he requires. Keeper just romping around the map. Expansion starting the Entangle right now, and we're getting another Ancient of War out here in fact. Interesting, so maybe he's just gonna spam units from the Ancient of War. Blade Master doing some scouting with the illusion. And looks like... Is he going to go down for some harass, or is he going to try to do some more creeping first? Some more creeping. This is a lot of Grunts. 6 Grunts? Remember, he lost 1, or maybe even 2 so far, so... Someone really investing heavily into the Grunts here. Interesting strategy. Treants doing some scouting of their own for a potential expansion.
A town is under siege.
Got the fortified armor now on his burrows and towers. Does have 1 tower as well, just in case those Huntresses come in for a bit of base trading. Be able to fight them off a little bit more effectively than the burrows alone. Because this is a formidable army of Huntress right here. In comes the Lightning Shield, Blade Master in the front doing some good damage, purges away all the Treants. Wisps going in, trying to look for some dispels. Can't get rid of some mana from the Shaman, but good control from Soen so far. And now he's going after the Keeper. He's back. Treants going down. Another round of Treants coming in. Another Purge. They must take quite a lot of damage here. Walks out. And over. Heal scroll. Overall, pretty good round of combat there, I'd say, for Soen. Did lose a little bit of health on his units, but got a lot of experience from purging away all those treants. Still has a decent chunk of mana on his shaman as well. For another round of combat, but Moon coming back and bringing a whole bunch more wisps this time as well. Got a nice line of serpent wards here, and here we go, getting into the combat. This is just so many wisps, he just can't avoid them. Shaman just about out of mana now, but the serpent ward's perhaps too scary for Moon. Doesn't want to engage any further. Grunt's coming out here now, doing some damage. Ooh. Playmaster's still alive. 2 hunts going down. Behind this, we do have a watchtower going up here, so maybe trying to pave the way for a future expansion. Speaking of expansions, Moon's one's going down super quickly. The grunts get the damage done. Soen's mass grunt strategy here working out. Just the normal damage gets the job done. And down goes the expansion for Moon. Now he's trying to come over to the healing fountain. Moon hot on his heels, but out of mana now. No more entangles, so not really that scary. Oh, forget that. Pops the mana potion. No, now he's scary. Attrition is in hot pursuit. It's going to be another grunt down. Remember, this is a level 5 keeper. Only got the level 2 entangle though, but that's enough to kill all these units as they try to run to the safety of the base. Picks off a few grunts there. Starts to rebuild on the expansion. Speaking of expansion, Soen's got one going up as well. And Moon heading over that way now. Watchtower in construction. That Huntress is going down super fast. I think this Watchtower's going to go up completely. The Huntress damage is just too strong. These guys have got 2 damage upgrades now, and this Watchtower going down too quickly. He can just come out here to the healing fountain as well after taking that damage, since it's night time. There we go, expansion for Soen gets cancelled. Moon returning the favour. Interest goes into Shadow Meld. Nice activation of the dust there. Level 4 on the Blade Master now. Keep pumping a clarity. Coming over to the fountain. Oh, he doesn't have dust on any of these. Maybe he's going to the shop to buy some more dust.
A player's forces are under attack.
Oh, he's got a serpent ward. I mean, not a sentry ward, rather. Moon aggroes the creeps, trying to stay in Shadow Meld here, make life hard for Soen. But Soen picking off all these Huntress. Orcs so strong at the healing fountains. And Moon just not returning fire at the moment. So it's 3 Huntress down. So I'm pulling back now. Going after the Keeper. Keeper got surrounded. Pops the Invol Pot. So I'm backing away now. Repositioning with the Speed Scroll. Huntress going down. He's got a Stasis Trap as well. Shaman going down quickly. Huntress in the back lines, picking away these low health Shaman. He'll scroll on the Shadow Hunter, so look at that, so good at getting rid of those treants with the Shaman right on top of the micro. Now once again the Huntress is done to drop low, activates the heal scroll, everything healthy again for Soen. Expansion is up, just about running once again though, so Moon can rebuild quickly, but man, he lost a lot of hunts in that last fight. Down at 32 food, or 34 now, versus Soen's 56. Huge army size advantage for Soen, but Moon's got the expansion going again. Rebuilding the AOW.
Forces are under attack.
Continuing to pump out the hunts, but because he did have that second AOW at this expansion, and that also went down. Kind of slow ramping back up his Huntress production. I wonder if he's maybe getting some more... No more upgrades. Loading a few resources though. Coming in for some base harass. Good idea. Sending the hunts to cancel the expansion once again. Did they not see it or something? No. Just has to get out of there. Being chased down.
Forces are under attack.
Master coming in. Shaman slightly too far away to get the purge off. Or maybe not. Ooh, he just gets in range. Keeper in trouble. Yeah, he's keeper in big trouble. Gonna have to use the TP here. TP's quite early, doesn't want to lose any more health. Maybe his Moonwells. Oh no, they've still got plenty of mana in them, but...
The town is under siege.
Still conserve them, and here we go. Hunts going after the expansion. 3 hunts. No way that's going up. In fact, his whole army's over here.
Forces are under attack.
Moon has quite a few resources. Starting to pump out some more hunts from the second AOW. Peering up Tree of Life. Looks like the Keeper coming in for some base harass now. Maybe he's just going to give up on his expansion, just going full repair mode with all the wisps. Couple grunts. Taking them out. We have a TP. No TP actually for Soen. So Moon's expansion going down again, but he's looking for the base trade here. Going after the stronghold. He buys the TP with the Blade Master, and he's coming in hot. Can he get the job done here though? Someone's main might be going down. Peon's not even coming in for repairs. Look at this mass lightning shield. Hunts just damaging each other. Moon hits the TP, but the main is down for Soen. Oh man. Okay, well Moon, realizing that he couldn't win a fight at his expansion, decides to go for some base harass and actually takes out the main. Soen now in some big trouble. Starts the rebuild on his Great Hall, but he doesn't have much left in the tank after this. If this gets cancelled or something, he's in deep trouble. Another expansion going up for Moon.
A player's forces are under attack.
Okay. So running around the map, got a few sentry wards down.
A town is
spotting the movements of Moon's Huntresses, going for the harass here. Sending a couple grunts back, but I don't know if that'll be enough. Maybe 2 hunts though, also not enough to actually kill in construction expansion. Actually, maybe he's only got a couple peons as well, so it could be trouble. And here comes the Keeper. Oh, the Keeper and the 2 hunts. That's enough to cancel the main. Are we going to see a base race here? And bringing in the hunts full force. Expansion coming down here. So we're sending most of his army though back to deal with Moon's army. There we go, cancels it, but doesn't get too much back. Can't go for another build on the expansion. He's only got 1 peon left as well. The hunts. Next couple down, but Moon's still got the main up. 400 gold though, actually not too much gold, so maybe Soen can do this. He would only have like 1,800 from his own gold mine. Oh, and Soen capturing these 2 hunts with the purge. Comes in for the follow-up. It's like Purge is the new ensnare, you know? They used to use Raiders, but now they just use Shaman with the Purge. Nice use of the Sentry Wards as well. Having a couple Witch Doctors really coming in handy for Soen. Those wards. And stasis traps. I don't think I've seen one go off yet, but That's a good meme. Oh, Moon, go for a sneaky expansion on Sowen's natural now. Okay, the main is dry for Moon. Seeing the tree on the walk over to his natural. Moon maybe considering creeping up this red camp in the middle.
A player's forces are under attack.
Okay, so I'm looking for a fight once again. Where's the Blade Master though? This could be trouble. Now the Blade Master here doing the damage. Sowen not fighting that strongly. Here he comes now. And he's right-clicking on the Keeper. Keeper is level 6. Can use the Tranquility. And there he goes with the Invul Pot as well. Looking for the surround once again as Sowen gets the Purge. Try and start for TP out. Ooh, doesn't quite make it out of there. Keeper goes down. Couple more Huntresses getting purged. Witch Doctor doesn't quite have enough mana for another ward. But maybe they're already revealed from this one. And a couple more Huntresses down, but the main has made it over here, starting the entangle process. Similar situation for Sowen's natural. This could be trouble for Sowen if he doesn't realize his own natural has an expansion by Moon. This could be the game-winning play here. Oh, but Moon actually maybe doesn't have enough gold even to rebuy his Keeper. That could be a problem. Well, that is a problem. No Keeper, that's the glue that's holding this army together. Till then he can only just stall basically. Starting the mining now. And try delay Sowen from taking out this base.
The town is under siege.
So it has just one. Oh, what? Sowen!
Forces are under attack.
Getting his own natural back up. I didn't even notice this. He must have sold some items or something. And it's up and soon to be running. Speaking of running though, Moon bringing a few wisps over. The natural is in full effect. I don't know, you might have seen those wisps going up here with the wards though. So maybe Sowen is hip to Moon's expansion up there in the north now. He's chasing down these Huntresses. Man, these sentry wards coming in handy. Moon trying to use the Shadow Mail but can't escape. He's losing his hunts left and right. His Blade Master now at level 6. Yeah, he does. He finds the expansion. Got 500 gold out of it though. Keeper is on the comeback train. Slowly repairing up his main tree as well.
The player's forces are under attack.
4 grunts over here. Oh, can he get us around? There's a chicken kind of blocking him a little bit, but there we go. Nice surround by Sowen on that lone Huntress over there. Let's come out, do a lot of dispels. It's looking for some revenge on these grunts. But yeah, not that much gold left in the main gold mine here for Sowen. Have to rebuild a Troll Witch Doctor though. It's like he's sending his grunts over to the far healing fountain to do healing, which is interesting. But he might try to creep this one out whilst he's in the neighborhood. But it looks like he has other ideas, going straight for Moon's base, trying to knock out this Tree of Ages. Takes out the Wisp. But I hear a Keeper. Come the hunts, Treant's not far behind. Serpent wards are up though in full effect, and they're dishing out the damage to these Huntress. Purges away the Treants almost immediately. Huntress getting low, but here comes the Keeper from the other side. Wisp coming out for the Mass Dispel. Detonate all that mana away.
A player's forces are under attack.
Catches a Huntress out here by itself.
The town is under siege.
And it looks like Moon's just going straight to someone's base again. Oh my god. Is this enough to divert Soen? Trent's coming in. Looks like he is sending his whole army back here. Except for the Blade Master. Maybe he's checking this gold mine for another cheeky expansion, but not the case. It goes down. Here comes the army. Briefly looking for the Keeper, but he's got the Staff of Teleportation, and without... Okay, here comes the Blade Master. Without the Blade Master, I don't think you can kill him in time, but now with the Blade Master here... Oh, but no Purge! Just gonna settle with getting rid of the Treants, keep his base safe. But Moon buying a lot of time here, getting a lot of gold out of this mine. Slowly grinding its way back into the match. Rebuilding his army. So I'm just getting the runaround without all these wards though providing him intel. Those tactics might be a lot more successful, but those wards making a big difference. Huntress has completed healing up at the fountain. And here comes Soen running to the center of the map. Blade Master doing some reconnaissance.
A player's forces are under attack.
Coming in here for the red camp. Troll Witch Doctor getting entangled. Pops down the stasis trap. And Moon getting out. Okay, the gold mine runs dry for Soen. Does have another expansion going up, but maybe Moon spotted this. Got a Scout Wisp out here. Perhaps the Keeper's thinking about heading up that way. Nope, just going to send the Treants to do the job, but Soen on top of it. The Shaman at the ready, going to purge all those away. Nicely done. Now Moon going back to the red camp. So in the meantime, getting some more lumber harvesting done, because he actually is quite low on lumber. What item did he get? Helm of Valor. Too impressive.
The town is under siege.
Yeah, looks like he's going to pick off 2 Huntress here. Looks like where's Moon going with this army? So he's going to split up. Keeper comes out to do some healing at night. Rest the army heading up towards the expansion. Staff of Teleport into the combat. Got enough for one more round of Treants. And I think this expansion's going to go down. Yeah, has to cancel it. Moon so good with that staff, but oh no, Keeper getting caught here. Another Purge. Blade Master heading over here quickly. Has to use Scroll of Town Portal to get out. Go on, hun. Man, those Treants are just so powerful at cancelling expansions. Just out of nowhere, you got an army that's just dishing it out with that normal damage. And Moon continuing to mine. He's just getting so much gold out of this expansion now. Gonna try tower it up a little bit. Help defend it against Soen. I didn't check if Soen had was getting resources from pillage. Still have quite a few grunts, so be a way of accumulating some gold. Going over and smacking the base with those grunts. And Moon using a few of the sentries here, knocking out these sentry wards. What are these called? These owls? Oh, another one down. Just making some treants, going to town on the base. Oh, Blade Master going hunting for the Keeper. Oh, and he's got a level 7 Shadow Hunter now. Getting the Hex going. And Keeper, oh, pops the Invol Pot. Trying to escape, purging him. He's locked in place. Causing the Tranquility. Gets hexed out of that. And down goes the Keeper. That might be it for... That might be the victory for Soen there. It's hard to say because he's still got this gold mine going. Taking out a few more of these hunts. And Hunt's making a beeline to the expansion once again. Looks like this might get cancelled briefly. Kind of baits him a little bit with the Witch Doctor. Calling in the Lightning Shield. He really wants this expansion to go up. But I don't think it's going to. Moon might have to lose a few hunts for this, but he's going to get the cancel, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, so 3 hunts down, but gets the cancel. I think that's probably more important. Keep about halfway down on the revive. Moon just about leveled the playing field in terms of food count now. So I'm going to be very low on gold on that. Going to do some long range gold mining with his remaining peons. Try get enough together for another expansion. And now Soen going straight for the altar. Does look like he does have pillage. His resources are going up. And okay, buys back from the tavern, going for another base trade as Moon. So I'm just sending his 2 heroes over and a couple shaman, leaving his army to do the rest at the base. Moon going after the peons first. And this is just a one-man army at this stage. Level 7 Blade Master. Hunting down the Huntress. Staff's back. To base. Oh, staff teleportation. Now going shaman hunting in response. Huntress coming back in for the peon line. How many towers does he have? Just the one at the expansion, but maybe someone will head that way now. Still quite... Yeah, not that many important buildings here. I suppose he could take out the moon wells, but maybe he wants to just get rid of the gold mining once and for all. Who will win the base race though? I mean, Moon's only got this one base to deal with, whereas Soen still has to deal with 2 bases. Those treants can enact a really nice siege. Looks like we are going to see an old-fashioned base race. Interests, treants coming in now. Soen going to town. Moon getting some repairs done though. Do we have any peons running around? Trying to look around. I don't see any for Soen. I don't think they managed to escape. Oh, looks like he abandoned that base racing idea. Comes back to defend his own base. Pops the lightning shield on a couple units before they TP, knowing they're going to be clumped up together and do a little bit of damage after they TP. Sneaky move by Soen. But Moon's, expansion stands. It actually is kind of running out of gold, but 3,000 gold's still a long way to go. Still a huge lead is what Soen has. Popping that tranquility here, just raw, trying to heal everything back up before the next fight. Who now has the army size advantage. The first time in a long time. Going keeper hunting though once again. Mass purge coming in, pops the invol. trying to keep this around. Keeping the purge cooking. He's right next to the shop. Pops a healing potion. But the keeper goes down. Shadowhunter in a little bit of trouble getting surrounded by the hunts in response. Does have a heal scroll. Pops it there. Has one heal left. Oh, the stasis trap goes off. All the hunts getting stunned. Slowing the DPS massively. So the Shadowhunter is going to go down though. The stasis trap goes off. Couple more hunts going down. Oh, Blade Master hits level 8. When's the last time you saw a level 8 Blade Master?
A town is under siege.
Buys back again with the Keeper, but it doesn't have any mana, so can't call him the Treants. That's one thing in Soan's favour. If they go back to the base race scenario, all the hunts coming out to the fountain to do some healing. Find a grunt out there doing some healing as well. Soan gonna get some resources back. Looks like he doesn't have an altar though, so can't revive this Shadowhunter from the altar at the very least.
A player's forces are under attack.
Can he accumulate enough resources from this base siege to buy back the Shadowhunter though? Here comes the Keeper, threatening the entangle and the kill on the Blade Masters. Someone has to back out. Oh, Keeper might be able to pick off a grunt here. How much gold have we got left? 1,900. So you're going to be a big fight at the fountain. Once again, hero focus on the Keeper. But he aggroes the creeps. A lot of damage onto the Shaman in the back line. Blade Master getting low here. All this piercing damage from the creeps though. Just wrecking Soan's army. Coming over to the shop. It's just got so many more resources.
Player's forces are under attack.
Coming back in, but Moon knows about that. Gets a little bit of healing done. Oh, maybe he spotted the Blade Master. Blade Master going, he's just running straight at the Keeper. Right click central. Keeper uses the Moon Wells, gets a little bit of healing done, gets out of there. And looks like he's now going to take advantage of the Blade Master being on the other side of the map, staffs back over to his army. Without the Blade Master here, this is going to be a tough fight for Soan. Causing the Treants on the other side, away from the Shaman. Shaman having to move over to that side to purge them away. Here comes the Blade Master. Oh, nice stasis. All these hunts getting stunned. Lightning shield now. Blade Master picking away, but not actually getting any kills on the hunts quite yet. Tangle. Purged off. Blade Master going to work. Another round of Treants called in. He's gonna be right. He's gonna run out of trees soon. Called in so many Treants on this map. Blade Master getting low, but gets another kill. All these Shaman run out of mana though. No more purge, and the Treants acting as a beefy frontline. Soan's army getting low here. Goes for the right click on the Keeper once again, but the Keeper's got boots. Without the purge, he can run away. Dust. The Blade Master can't come back in. Grunt's getting low. And Soan throws in the towel. Moon and a crazy wall of attrition just gets the job done.